All right. So, Anna, would you continue?
Sure. The victim story. Pride goes before destruction, and haughty spirit before all.
Yes, and
I don't think I understand it.
Okay, great. So pride goes before destruction. That part is clear. Yes, no.
Pride goes away, or
No, prior to destruction, prior to whatever act of sabotage you may be experiencing, there is pride.
yes.
Okay. And that pride, that haughtiness, that arrogance is what is going to call forward a fall.
Call forward a fall?
A fall, the act of falling.
Okay.
Okay. All right. What I was going to point out here is how there is a new fractal on that table. And that fractal is my story, which is goes back to there's only one story. And so we're going to look at how, when I am using the instrument of ignorance, that is a screech, I soon become a fallen angel, and I'm motivated by hunger. Okay? So let's continue, Anna.
My victim story is how I construct my world, a narrative which will eventually be reflected in the pain body. First, my fallen angel is moved by a desire that reflects such an inordinate opinion of my own importance that I end up prey to an insatiable hunger. I could reassess, humble myself, and stop there. But Alice,
have you ever had that experience of insatiable hunger?
Yes.
Okay. So let's continue.
Dissatisfied with myself, I now can only turn into a prostitute. My mind is split. A part of me resists the very act of selling out. The other part doubts that I can be successful. Again, I could reassess. But Alice.
Okay.
Yep.
So you can see how hunger moves into doubts.
Yes.
Very good. Let's continue.
The more I feed the ego's illusion, the more lost my soul is. I now turn into a saboteur and take myself down by betraying my word. Again, I have a chance to choose the truth, but Alice.
Okay. And it all goes back to what you were saying at first. Suffering is a choice. So this is how the story becomes more and more encrypted into my DNA and ends up dysregulating me.
Yes.
Okay. Let's continue.
My only option now is to become a victim, so afraid of being hurt that I ritually go into defense attack. Indeed, the pain body follows mind until there is no more split mind to follow. I could ask myself, what do I want? But Alice.
Yes.
If what happens if I ask myself, what do I want?
Well, then you come back into truth. If you answer it truthfully, And if you are in truth, there's no more resistance to being the change, and therefore no more suffering.
Okay.
Okay?
So
it's like here. My mind is split. A part of me resists the very act of selling out. The other part doubts that I can be successful. So those two parts are what splits my mind. And then I'm going to go into sabotage, and then I'm going to feel it in my body as a pain, as a disease, as something that is not working.
what is the opposite of that, of the split mind, of
It's just clear mind.
okay.
You
Clear
see,
mind.
and that's how. Do you have the page called Why Printing This Page?
I'll drop the link in the chat, Maha.
Thank you, Michael.
A clear mind about what I'm experiencing?
Well, if you look at Why Printing This Page, you see that the dream code, which is the page that we're on now, when we're dreaming of separation, you see that it's very sequential and it becomes worse at each day. But the love code has a different order. And the order of the love code takes you from the voice through the spirit. And once you're in your voice and you know that you're a spirit, there's no problem in your heart, in your body, in your soul, and finally in your mind. Emphasis on finally. You have no thoughts at that point. There's no constant self-torture to take yourself down. Okay? So it's a very different order where this goes from the screech into the split mind. There's immediately something I know I must do, I ought to do for my highest good, but I don't want to do it. Is there any part of that in your experience, Anna? I know what to do. I don't want to do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That is paving the way for the victim to flourish. And this is what is explained here. First, I go into the split mind, then I'm going to betray myself. In other words, doing exactly what I know I'm not supposed to do. And then I get hurt. And I'm going to play the defense attack game.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to day 5 of my story.
Okay, so pain body follows mind until there is no more split mind. Should I be reading number 5?
Yes, please.
Okay. When questioning my motivations, the child answers me via the energy of blame. The woman you put by my side, she gave me the tree and I ate it. Only a broken heart would give this answer.
Yes. You can see that, correct?
I don't exactly understand it.
So finish the sentence.
I can see how a broken heart would give that response. Yes.
Okay, that was the only thing I was asking. Lovely. Day 6.
My rising angel is now fated for a downfall and my spirit to be forsaken.
Yeah. So rising and never quite risen. So please complete.
Consider for my victim to stop the defense attack mode, which keeps the body in pain. I must first eradicate the doubts of the prostitute and the betrayals of the saboteur. The how-to is through the child. If I were to decide to take full responsibility for my errors, my child would immediately grow up into a leader of love. I'd be back in paradise.
Amen.
Yes.
Excellent. Any question, comment from anyone?